What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out the Meteora. That's an interesting name here from Kizer. It is one of their new models, if I understand correctly. Evgeny Bulichev. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right or clearly butchering it. I'm sorry if that's the case. 3.22 inches on the blade. Nitro-V blade, black PVD coating, aluminum handle, and a liner lock. So there we go. Try to say that 10 times fast. Of course, this knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked down below. Don't help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Oh boy, that's going to look good right there. We'll get to that in just a second, guys. We have, as usual, right, some paperwork right there. We have a wiping cloth. Have a koala sticker, bam, and some additional hardware. In case you're brand new to Kizer, by the way, they do a really good job always giving you extra hardware. It's best to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So there you go. Now let's see what the knife here is all about, or the knife. Somebody corrected me in the comments, said, Miguel, it's not pronounced the knife, it's pronounced knife. I'm like, okay, you're right, you win. But the Meteora, right, kind of sounds like a planet or something, like a combination of meteor with aura, Meteora. But yeah, definitely feeling the aluminum scales here. Let's get a closer look because it does have a beautiful design on there. Kind of looks like the Sega pattern, but not quite. It's something slightly different. It kind of looks like fish scales in a way, but it's a beautiful pattern that sort of builds on top of, you know, like one shape on top of the other. It looks really nice, right? Obviously, you guys can see it there for yourself. We have exposed liner construction, and looks like we have, hard to tell, right? I'm getting pulled here from the liners. Not sure if that back spacer is aluminum. Definitely feels like I'm getting pulled from the side instead of straight from the middle. Deep pocket carry clip, check that out. And it's also reversible on the other side, so lefties rejoice. So seems like a no-brainer. Why not include the lefty population out there so that the knife can be as versatile as possible? So sounds like a no-brainer in my book. Front flipper and thumb stud deployment. By the way, a little bit of purple accent going on here in those thumb studs, digging that. Otherwise the whole knife is blacked out. Black hardware, black pocket clip, black blade. So front flipper, here we go. Bam. Okay. Okay, that felt a little bit more satisfying than I had anticipated. I gotta do that again, guys. Sorry, give me 1 second. So here we go. Okay, so yeah, definitely a good detent there for sure on that front flipper. Allows you to get the flip going there. Not the strongest detent, also not the weakest detent out there, so definitely helps. The jimping doesn't go around, which will be maybe my only zunk. Right? If the jimping went around, it would have been a little bit easier to, you know, get a better grip. Sometimes you end up slipping off or what have you, but again, might not be the case with this one. So front flipper is money, we already know. Money! Now I recently cut myself in my thumb here with cardboard, out of all things. I'm going through a cut, and the cardboard actually cut my thumb, so thumb deployment feels a little bit weird right now with my right hand thumb. There we go. So we're gonna go lefty here, because you know, if lefty can do his videos showing off his right hand dexterity, then I can do my videos showing off my left hand dexterity. Why not? So reverse flick might be a little bit weird here. Ooh, okay. I barely ever have any dexterity here to do a reverse flick with my left hand, but ooh, check your boy out. That's what I'm talking about. So if I can do that, and I'm not even a lefty, right? Lefties out there can do this in their sleep. That's just how it works. Okay, a little bit of a weaker thumb deployment. I mean, front flipper here because, again, left hand. But there you go. Now, let's talk about this blade for a second. We have Nitro-V steel, right, which can be really sharp, like hair shaving sharp. Meteora there with the star. Again, this is brand new designer who I haven't really checked out much from before. There's a name right there, which I won't try to butcher. Again, one time is enough. Nitro-V, flat grind, drop point blade with some jimping here. Good amount of jimping going on there. That's looking nice. Also a bit of a switch as well. It's a very interesting take on a drop point. Another thing that I think is pretty unique to this knife is you have this hump or curvature here on the handle, and then it dies down only to come up again, kind of like a little bit Ness Muck style without necessarily being a Ness Muck. To me, is more of a drop point with a harpoon, perhaps, kind of look, but definitely has that, you know, hump here and hump here sort of look to it. The blade is going to be way lower than the handle, so that's looking pretty nice as well. And we'll test it out with our scientific test here in a moment. You can also, of course, slow open it. That's what I meant to say. Get access to the liner here, by the way. Check that out. Nice cutout here on the show side. A little bit of jimping on the liner itself. easy to push to the left here and disengage. By the way, that lockup is going to be, what do you guys think, about 35%, 40% or so? That's certainly looking pretty good right there, if you ask me. As for the lockup, let's see here, no movement, no side to side, anything like that. That feels pretty nicely there. Oh yeah. Okay, definitely passes my scientific acoustic check. That being said, yeah, multiple deployment options, fidgety, and by the way, ergos, before we do our size comparison, ergos feel really, really good as well. The curvature here on the handle feels the palm. Average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest. Able to get a full purchase, and my favorite part, forward choke right here all day. This little ramp right here looks really nice, especially since it's all jimp and the thumb just falls perfectly right there. Listen, needless to say, they obviously knew what they were doing, right? That feels like a good grip there for sure. Pocket clip, I feel a little bit, tad bit with my bare hands. Obviously, if I was going to do any prolonged cutting, I would probably throw on some gloves, but I'm going to give it a good 8.5 on the pocket clip, 8.5 out of 10. Hey guys, a quick rapid fire public service announcement. I am doing a July giveaway for everybody here in the channel. I will have a link for the specific giveaway video down below in the description and pinned comments. These first two nights are going to be given to subscribers. In general, no purchase necessary. This is, you are a subscriber. You've been checking out the content here in the channel. All you have to do is check out the giveaway video and check how to enter in the comment section, right? There's specific qualifications, so check out the video for the details. So we got the Lothar Leech King, which is an absolute banger here. Pocket tank, right? I'm not going to go too much into detail because all the details are in the overview video I have already posted here on the channel. Another lucky YouTube subscriber is going to win this free Tiger crossbar lock as well. This one got the carbon fiber scales here with the D2 blacked out blade. Really, really great action here. Pretty much a Benchmade bug out killer through and through. Again, these are for YouTube subscribers, no purchase necessary. And moving on to my channel members. If you're a channel member right here, you're showing your support and taking your support to the next level. So I want to thank you as well, guys. This month you're going to be entered automatically, as long as you're a channel member, you're going to be entered in to win a CJRB Maximum. This is a David C. Anderson design, your boy over there from the Knife Center. And yeah, definitely really good action on this one. Really good for EDC. Good size, kind of small, medium size, AR RPM 9 steel, drop point blade, stone wash, flat grind. We have beautiful green micarta on this one, recessed liners with standoffs. So that is for all the channel members. And last but not least, guys, for my Patreon supporters, we have the Eutectic Trinity. This one's very, very fidgety. We have multiple deployment options here. Opening hole, back flipper, front flipper. We have G10 on the handle on this one. Deep pocket carry, reversible clip also. And a 14C 28N stone wash finish clip point blade. So also a pretty good size knife, right? For my folks who are always like, Miguel, where the big knives at? Right here, I got you, fam. So don't want to go too much into detail. I have individual overviews and you know, videos on each one of these knives, so definitely check those out. Well, there you go. Best of luck to everybody. All right, this is my way of saying thank you and giving back. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And now back to the video. And yeah, without further ado, here we go. Size comparison, shall we? Here's the MSI from Microtech. Here's the Stitch. Right, obviously those are going to be much larger knives. I include these because I know I have a whole army out there of large knife people. Miguel, where the big knives at, Miguel? I'm a big knife guy. I want to see the big knives. Listen, I got you, fam. No worries. Keeping it in America, we got the Spyderco right there. It's PM2 and the Para 3. And it's, you know, pretty, the Meteora. It's going to be very Para 3 size, maybe a tad bit longer. Not by much. The PM2 obviously is going to be a longer knife. Here's the Demko AD 20.5. Here is the Kunwu Chad. Check that out. Right, it's a little bit bigger than 8020.5 and shorter than the Chad. So somewhere, sliding perfectly somewhere in between these two. And here is the Civivi Vision FG, right? And the Porcupine from Vosteed. All these are highly recommendable knives. All linked down below if you guys want to check out more details. Definitely check those links. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. And hopefully you do own some of these knives as well. I'll give you more or less a ballpark where these land. And last but not least, again from Kizer here, we got the Militaw. And then we have the new Ara. This Ara here is a nice collaboration with Jonathan Stiles, which designed the Militaw, and Paul Munko, who designed the Mini Mystic. So this one here incorporates a little bit of the design language from both designers accordingly. Check out that upload here on the channel if you haven't already. But that being said, you already know what time it is, and yes, it is that time. We're gonna go ahead and check out what this Nitro-V steel can do. And that feels like a nice crispy edge right there if you ask me. So let's go 5x zoom for some extra scientific points. All right, Nitro-V going right into the paper right away. Oof, feeling really good, guys. And here we go, full slice. Nice. Whoa. Okay. Very good. I mean, clearly there's not much to say there. It goes through paper. Breaking news. It definitely can cut paper. I mean, that's a given. So, single wall piece of cardboard right here. Cutting at a diagonal angle for better performance. I did taper off that one time. Kind of getting used to the belly portion. There we go. Going full slice this time. Okay. Going to the cardboard there as you would expect. And, you know, just find that, me personally, again, this is just a limited experience here so far. I taper off about twice just because the tapering off of the blade starts about right there. And then it keeps going up and up and up, right? The tip is a little bit more or less aligning with the pivot or so. You know, if it was like a Warncliffe blade or something, like a sheep's foot blade, would have been a tad bit different there. But the answer for the question whether it can cut or not is yes. It definitely can cut, and it's a good slicey flat grind. There, I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe here. And here we go, guys. You all rate this thing in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10, right? How slicey is it? Rate that factory edge. 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. We'll do some quick rapid fire stats here for my knife nerds out there in case you're curious, guys. Overall coming in at 7.75, so 7 3/4. Blade length is 3 1/4. Cutting path is I want to say a little bit over 3 inches, but it doesn't seem like quite 3 1/4, so like 3.15, 3.2. And then the handle length is 4.5 inches. So also a quick blade stock thickness coming in at 0.11. It's a little bit slicier than the average 0.12 in the channel. And a 0.49 thickness on the handle, which is a little bit, there it is. Yeah, a little bit, just a hair under the 0.5 or ½ inch average in the channel. And last but not least, a quick weight on this bad boy. So we have aluminum, we have steel liners. I'm gonna go with 3.5. I'm gonna go with 3.6. Let's call it 3.7. 3.7. Okay, it's good that I kept going up because it was actually a little bit higher than that. So it comes in at 4.2 ounces. That is the equivalent of 120 grams. So, you know, over 4 ounces. Again, not bad at all. I carried knives that are way bigger than this and heavier, and also lighter. So just pretty good overall weight for an EDC knife, especially of this size. And you got the aluminum here. You still got the steel liners and stuff. Fidgety, as we said, with multiple deployment options. Ambidextrous friendly with a reversible deep pocket carry clip. We got that Nitro-V blade, drop point with a little bit of a harpoon. Nesmuck, maybe, perhaps, arguably, if you want to get technical. Fight me in the comments, get the blade police out here. But there you guys have it. That is the Meteora from Kizer, right? Let me know your thoughts on it. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it, right? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. And for it being a newer designer that I don't really know much from, it's actually a pretty cool, interesting, good looking design. I'm not gonna lie, this definitely is a looker, and I absolutely am digging it so far, making a great impression here. But I'd definitely love to hear from you guys. And also, this knife and every other knife you saw in this video is linked down below. So if you guys want to check out prices, availability, variants, check out those links. Those do help out the channel at 0 extra cost to you guys. Much appreciated, of course. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.